Problem set 5. First question. Choose the correct alternative answer for each of the following questions. We have given the multiple choice questions and we have to select the correct alternative for the each question. So first example we have, that is which number cannot represent probability. We have given the 4 numbers, and out of these 4 numbers which number cannot represent probability. Now we know that the probability is always from 0 to 1. The probability is for each and every event, the probability is from 0 to 1. It is not less than 0 and it is not greater than 1. And here the one option which we have given, that is 1.5. Here this is greater than 1 and we know that the probability is never more than 1. कुठल्याही इव्हेंटची probability 1 पेक्षा greater असू शकत नाही. So this is the correct option for us, that is option B. 1.5 is the correct answer. This is not the probability. This number not represents the probability. Other all numbers represents probability. Now 2 upon 3, if we convert into the fraction, it is less than 1 and it is greater than 0. Here it is greater than 1, so this is not representing probability. This is also 15%, means 15 upon 100, that is 0.15. So that is also probability. It may be probability. And 0.7, which is lies between, or that number is from 0 to 1. Only this number is greater than 1, so this number not represent the probability. So correct answer is option B, 1.5. Then a die is rolled. A die is rolled. What is the probability that a number appearing on upper face is less than 3? We know that if a die is rolled, we have 6 possibilities in all. That is number of S is equal to 6. If a die is rolled, we have 6 possibilities in the sample space, that is number of S is equal to 6. And here the event is, what is the probability that a number appearing on upper face is less than 3? How many numbers are there less than 3 in the sample space? Only 2 numbers are there. So we can take it as number of A is equal to 2. 2 numbers are there in the sample space which are less than 3, that is 1 and 2. So we write here number of A is equal to 2, that is the number of sample points in the expected event is 2. So how we have to find the probability? Probability is equal to number of A upon number of S, and that is 2 divided by 6, that is equal to 1 upon 3. So probability of the event that the number appearing on upper face is less than 3, that is 1 upon 3, and that is option B. So here we can write option B is 1 upon 3. That is the correct answer. And here while writing the answer of the multiple choice question, it is very important to write the option name. Here option name is B, answer is 1.5. Here option name is B and the answer is 1 upon 3. If we not write the answer and only write the option name, then you will get the marks. But if you write the answer and you are not writing the option name, then we are not getting the marks for that answer. That is very important thing. Anyhow, the name of the option should be represented there, that is very important. Now we have third example, that is what is the probability of the event that a number chosen from 1 to 100 is prime number. We have 100 numbers from 1 to 100, so we can write here number of S is equal to 100. Number of S, that is equal to 100. Number of sample points, we have total 100 numbers from 1 to 100. We have 100 numbers. So we have number of S is equal to 100. Now we have to find the probability of the event that the number chosen from 1 to 100 is prime. So here we will write that event as A. And we know that from 1 to 100 there are 25 prime numbers in all. From 1 to 100 there are 25 prime numbers in all. No need to make the list of each and every number there. Directly you can write there are 25 prime numbers from 1 to 100, therefore number of A is equal to 25. And if you would like to write the each and every prime number there, then you can make the list of 25 prime numbers also. So here we have to find the probability of this event A. So we will write probability of A is equal to number of A upon number of S, that is 25 divided by 100, and the answer is 1 upon 4. The probability of the event that a number chosen from 1 to 100 is prime number is 1 upon 4, that is option C, 1 upon 4. Option C is 1 upon 4. So we write the option name and also we write the answer there, that is 1 upon 4 is the probability of the event that the number chosen from 1 to 100 is prime number. Now we have the next example, that is example number 4. There are 40 cards in a bag, each bears number from 1 to 40. In a bag we have 40 cards bearing a number from 1 to 40. One card is drawn at random. What is the probability that the card bears a number which is multiple of 5? So since here we have 40 numbers, number of S is equal to 40. From 1 to 40 there are 40 sample points. So we have number of S is equal to 40. Now we have to find the probability of that event where the card bears a number which is multiple of 5. So here in the event A we will represent that event as event A. So we have to write the number of events, number of sample points in the event A, that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. There are 8 sample points. We have to write the multiples of 5 there. Since 5 is the multiple of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, then 30, 35, 40. So total we have 5 and 3, that is 8 sample points. So here we will find the probability of the event, that is P of A is equal to number of A upon number of S, that is 8 upon 40. So we have 1 upon 5, 8 1s are 8, 8 5s are 40. That is probability of the event that the card bears a number which is multiple of 5. It is 1 upon 5 and the correct option is option A, it is 1 upon 5. Correct answer is option A, that is 1 upon 5. And last example, last question, that is question number 5. From the first question, that is number of A is given 2, probability of A is given 1 upon 5 and we have to find the number of S. Now here the probability is given, number of A is also given, we have to find number of S. So we will write the formula first, how to find the probability of any event, that is probability of event A is equal to number of A upon number of S. Now put the values there. Probability of A is given, that is 1 upon 5. It is equals to number of A is given 2 divided by number of S we have to find. Now take the cross multiplications, number of S multiplied by 1, that is number of S is equal to 2 multiplied by 5, that is 10. So number of S is equals to 10. The correct option is option A, that is 10. So this is all about the first question from the problem set 5. Now we will take the next question, that is question number 2. Question number 2 from the problem set 5. The question is very easy. Basketball players John, Wasim and Akash were practicing the ball drop in the basket. The probabilities of their success. The probabilities of success for John, Wasim and Akash are given 4 upon 5, 0.83 and 58% respectively. Who had greatest probability of success? We have given the probabilities for the success of all the 3 players, that is John, Wasim and Akash, and just we have to find which probability is the greatest. We have given the 3 numbers and out of the 3 numbers which one is greater, that we have to identify. So first of all, we will write the information which we have available, that is probability of success for John. Probability of success for John, that is given 4/5. Now we have given the probability for success of Wasim 0.83. Probability of success for Wasim. The sequence of the name and the numbers is very important. Is equal to, it is given that 0.83. It is given that 0.83 is given in decimal fraction. And the third basketball player is Wasim. That is Akash. So here we will write probability of success. Probability of success for Akash, it is given as 58%. So here we will try to represent each and every probability in the percentage. So we can easily get which one is greater and which one is smaller. Only we have to get the greatest probability of success. We have to write the name of that person who is having the greatest probability of success. So first of all, we will convert it into the percentage. We have given 4/5. Since here the denominator is 5, we multiply it by 20. And once we multiply the denominator by 20, then we have to multiply the numerator also by 20. So we have 80/100. You can write it as 80%. We can write it as 80%. Probability of success for John is 80%. Now we will convert this number into percentage. We have 0.83, nothing is there in the denominator, means we have 1. 0.83, nothing is there in the denominator, means we have 1. So we remove this decimal sign after 2 digits and we put 2 zeros in the denominator. So this is equal to 83%. This is equal to 83%. And now this is already given in percentage, no need to make any change there. So check whose probability of success is greatest, and the answer is probability of success for Wasim is the greatest, 80%, 83% and 58%. It is already in percent. So here the answer, correct answer is, the question is who had greatest probability of success. The answer is Wasim has greatest probability of success. Therefore Wasim had greatest probability of success. We convert all the probabilities in percentage and we easily get the answer that Wasim had greatest probability of success. So this is all about the second example. Now we will solve the next example, that is example number 3, question number 3. Third example from the problem set 5. The question is, in a hockey team there are 6 defenders, 4 offenders and 1 goalie. Out of these, one player is to be selected randomly as captain. Find the probability of the selection that number 1, the goalie will be selected, and number 2, a defender will be selected. Now here we have 11 players in a hockey team, 6 defenders, 4 offenders and 1 goalie. Total 11 players are there, and out of these 11 players, one player is to be selected as the captain. Now we have to find the probability that the goalie will be selected as captain, and we have to find the probability that a defender will be selected as captain. So first of all, we will write the random experiment here. In a hockey team there are 6 defenders, 4 offenders and 1 goalie. Random experiment in a hockey team. In a hockey team, there are 6 defenders. There are 6 defenders, 4 offenders, 4 offenders and 1 goalie. 1 goalkeeper is there. 11 players are there in a hockey team. So here you can write let S be the sample space. So number of S is equal to 6. Directly you can write, no need to describe these players in the set form. It is not necessary to describe these players in the set form, and if you want to describe these 11 players you can describe them, but it is not necessary. We know that 6 defenders, 4 offenders, 1 goalie. There are 11 players in all. So directly you can write let S be the sample space. So number of S is equal to 11. There are 11 players in the hockey team. So number of S is equal to 11. Or simply, if you would like to represent all the players in the set form, then you can represent them. So how you can represent them? 6 defenders, you can represent them as D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6. 4 offenders O1, O2, O3, O4, and then 1 goalie, that is Z only, or you can represent it as Z1. So you can represent all the players in the set form also. Here we will write let S be the sample space, or if you want to write the sample space in the set form you can write, but here we are not going to write the sample space in the set form. Directly we are going to write the number of sample points. So here we will write let S be the sample space, let S be the sample space. Now here we have 11 players in the hockey team. There are 11 players. There are 11 players in the hockey team. There are 11 players in a hockey team. There are 11 players in a hockey team. Therefore number of S is equal to 11. Now let A is the event that the goalie will be selected as captain. Let A is the event that goalie will be selected as captain. Goalkeeper, that is goalie, will be selected as captain. Goalie will be selected as captain. So how many goalkeepers are there in 11 players? Only 1 goalkeeper is there, only 1 goalie is there. So here we can write there is 1 goalie in the hockey team. There is 1 goalie in the hockey team. So number of A is equal to 1. Therefore number of A is equal to 1 only. As there are only 1 goalkeeper, number of A is equal to 1. So probability of A is equal to number of A upon number of S, that is equal to 1 upon 11. That is the probability of the event that the goalkeeper will be selected as captain. Now we have to find the probability that a defender will be selected as captain. So we will represent that event as event B. So here we will write let B is the event that defender will be selected as captain. Defender will be selected as captain. Now how many defenders we have? 6 defenders are there in the 11 players of hockey team. So here you can write there are 6 defenders. There are 6 defenders in hockey team. There are 6 defenders in hockey team. Therefore, number of B is equal to 6. And now we can easily find the probability of the event B, that is probability of P is equal to number of B upon number of S. Put the values there. 6 upon 11 is the probability of the event that a defender will be selected as captain. So here we complete the example number 3rd. We find the probabilities of both the events that the goalie will be selected as captain and the defender will be selected as captain. Now we will take the next example, that is example number 4. Question number 4 from the problem set 5. The question is, Joseph kept 26 cards in a cap bearing one English alphabet on each card. One card is drawn at random. What is the probability that the card drawn is a vowel card? In a cap, Joseph put 26 cards, and on each and every card one alphabet is written. On each card from A to Z there are 26 alphabets in all. We have 26 cards which are kept in a cap. On each and every card a alphabet and English alphabet is written. Now we have to find the probability that the card drawn is a vowel card. As we all of you know that there are 5 vowels in the 26 alphabets. As we all of you know that there are 5 vowels in the 26 alphabets. So directly you can say the answer, that is 5 upon 26 is the probability of the event that the card drawn is vowel card. But here we have to write step by step. So first of all we will write the random experiment, then we will write the sample space in the set form, and you can directly write the number of sample points is equal to 26. Then let A is the event that the card drawn is a vowel card. So there are 5 vowels in the 26 alphabets. So we have number of A is equal to 5, and then probability of A is equal to number of A upon number of S, that is 5 upon 26. So here we will write the random experiment first. Joseph kept 26 cards in a cap bearing one English alphabet on each card. That is the random experiment. Joseph kept 26 cards in a cap bearing one English alphabet, on each card, That is the given random experiment. Let S be the sample space. Let S be the sample space. So here you can write the sample space in the set form, or directly you can write there are 26 English alphabets in all, so number of S is equal to 26. Here we will write the sample space in the set form, that is S is equal to A, comma B, comma C, comma D, comma E, comma F, comma dash 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 up to X, Y and Z. No need to write all the 26 alphabets. So number of S is equal to 26. There are 26 sample points in the sample space. Let A is the event that the card drawn is vowel card. Let A is the event that the card drawn is a vowel card. Sometimes question may be changed and we have to find the probability that the card drawn is consonant card. So we know that there are 21 consonants in all. So the probability is 21 upon 26. So you have to take care about that also. So here we have A is equal to into the curly bracket A, E, I, O, U. There are 5 vowels in the 26 alphabets. So we have number of A is equal to 5. And now we have to find the probability of the event A. So probability of A is equal to number of A upon number of S. Now put the values here. Probability of A is equal to 5 upon 26. Probability of the event that the card drawn is vowel card is 5 upon 26. Here you can write the answer into the word. Probability of the event that the card drawn is vowel card. The card drawn is a vowel card. Is 5 upon 26. We cannot reduce it. That is the simplest form of the fraction or the ratio. So this is all about the example number 4. Now we will simplify the next example, next question, that is question number 5. Question number 5 from the problem set 5. A balloon vendor has 2 red, 3 blue and 4 green balloons. He wants to choose one of them at random to give it to Pranali. What is the probability of the event that Pranali gets? Number 1, a red balloon, number 2, a blue balloon, and number 3, a green balloon. We have to find the probabilities of 3 events. The first event is the Pranali gets a red balloon, second event is Pranali gets a blue balloon, and the third event is Pranali gets a green balloon. So as we well all of you know that we have 2 red, 3 blue and 4 green balloons. A random experiment will write here. A balloon vendor has 2 red, 3 blue and 4 green balloons. That is, a balloon vendor has 2 red, 3 blue and 4 green balloons. Let 2 red balloons where R1, R2, 3 blue balloons where B1, B2 and B3. B1, B2 and B3. 3 blue balloons and 4 green balloons. 4 green balloons where G1, G2, G3 and G4. So here we have 9 balloons in all. It is R1, R2, B1, B2, B3 and G1, G2, G3 and G4, that is 4 green balloons. Now here let S be the sample space. Let S be the sample space. So we have S is equal to into the curly bracket R1, R2, B1, B2, B3. Then we have 4 green balloons, that is G1, G2, G3 and G4. Curly bracket close. Number of S is equal to 9. This is 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9 balloons in all. So number of S is equals to 9. Let A is the event that Pranali gets a red balloon. So how many red balloons we have in all? That is 2 red balloons. So here A is equals to into the curly bracket R1 comma R2. It may be R1 or it may be R2. So we have two possibilities. So number of A is equal to 2. Now we can find the probability of the event A, that is number of A upon number of S. It is equal to 2 upon 9. That is the probability of the event that the Pranali gets a red balloon. We have 9 balloons in all, so in the numerator we have 9 and 2 red balloons are there. Any one balloon would be given to the Pranali, so we have two possibilities in all, so we have the probability 2 upon 9. Now let B is the event that Pranali gets a blue balloon. Let B is the event. Let B is the event that Pranali gets blue balloon. Pranali gets blue balloon. Now here we have 3 blue balloons in all. So the probability is 3 upon 9, that is 1 upon 3. So here we can write, therefore B is equals to into the curly bracket. B is equals to into the curly bracket. This is B1, B2, comma B3. We have 3 elements in all. So number of B is equals to 3. So probability of the event B is equal to number of B upon number of S, that is equals to 3 upon 9, which is equal to 1 upon 3. 3 1 are 3, 3 3 are 9. So probability of the event B, that is Pranali gets a blue balloon, is 1 upon 3. And now we have to find the probability of the event that the Pranali gets green balloon. Now here let C is the event. Let C is the event that Pranali gets a green balloon. Pranali gets a green balloon. So here we can write C is equals to into the curly bracket G1 comma G2 comma G3 comma G4, and number of C is equals to 4. Number of C is equals to 4. Now we have to find the probability of the event C. So here we can write probability of the event C is equal to number of C upon number of S. Now number of C is 4 upon number of S is 9. So probability of C is equals to 4 upon 9. So here we find the probability of all the 3 events, that Pranali gets red balloon, that is 2 upon 9, Pranali gets blue balloon, that is 1 upon 3, and Pranali gets a green balloon, that is 4 upon 9. So this is all about the example number 5. Now we will study the next question, that is question number 6, and the remaining questions into the next video lecture. Thank you.